and welcome back to the Samadhi Secret Channel. Today, Buddha taught us a new life lesson. Let's find out which one it is. There was once a wealthy man who lived in Benares, northern India. When his father died, he received even more money and reasoned, "Why should I keep this wealth to myself when I can help so many others?" So he constructed 4 canteen kitchens, one in the north, one in the south, one in the west, and one in the east. He gave food to everyone who desired it, becoming renowned for his humanity. He was also well known for his practice of the 5 stages of training to achieve enlightenment. While he was distributing food to everyone in the woods near Benares, Buddha meditated. He was known as the Silent Buddha because he had achieved enlightenment. That is, he recognized life as it really is. He was moved by the sadness of all beings, so he wished to teach them how to attain enlightenment just like him. But at the time when this occurred, it was a very unhappy and sad moment in which no one else could comprehend the truth or live life as it truly is. And for this reason, Buddha remained silent. While meditating in the forest, he entered a highly elevated state of consciousness. His focus was so intense that he remained in one position for 7 days and 7 nights without eating or drinking. When he returned to his usual condition, he was in danger of starving. He went to the table of Benares's wealthy man at the usual time of day in order to obtain something to eat. When the wealthy man began eating his lunch, the silent Buddha appeared with his bowl beneath his arm. Meanwhile, Mara, the god of death, was watching from above and attempting to stop the servants from feeding Buddha because he was a god full of covetousness and always sought power. This is because Buddha lived his life fully in each moment. He has no long-term objectives and no fear of death. As a result, Mara, who had no control over him, was even more furious. When she saw him approaching the catastrophe, she believed she had a chance to destroy him. But she was forced to keep the servants from adding the contents. Mara made a deep pit of burning coals appear between them just before the servant could place the food in the bowl of the silent Buddha. It looked like an entrance to a hellish realm. When the lad saw this fiery chasm, he turned and fled back to his master, who asked him why he had returned without offering food to the Buddha, and responded, "Because I didn't want you to be angry." The rich man sent another employee to offer food to the Buddha, believing his servant was hallucinating. When the rich man heard that the second servant had turned around for the same reason, he was startled. He continued to dispatch servants with food, but they all ran back screaming because of the pit full of fire. The master understood that Mara, the god of death, was trying to prevent giving food to the Buddha, because this was a good deed, and according to Mara, good deeds are the beginning of the path to enlightenment. Even the rich man recognized Mara's intent to keep him from attaining enlightenment, but he put great faith in the silent Buddha and made good use of his knowledge throughout his life. With resolve, he strove to provide food for the silent Buddha himself. He also witnessed the flames shoot up out of the infernal pit, but instead looked up and saw a god of death floating above him. He asked, "Who are you?" "I am the god of death, and I built this pit of fire to keep you from feeding the silent Buddha, so that he may not die, and so that you will not do a good deed that helps you on your spiritual path and keeps me in power," Mara answered. The wealthy Benares residents stated, "O Mara, god of evil, you may not kill the silent Buddha, and you cannot prevent me from performing good deeds. I am more persistent and powerful than you." Then he looked into the pit of flames and addressed the still and quiet Buddha, saying, "O brilliant and silent Buddha, allow the light of truth to continue to illuminate us as a lesson." He was still in the middle of his journey when he suddenly lost all memory of himself and fell into the pit. He was not afraid of death at that time, and upon stepping into the pit, he felt gratified by a lotus bloom. The pollen from this magnificent blooming spread through the air, illuminating it with gold light. The great master filled the Buddha's bowl with food while he was within the lotus blossom. The Mara god of death was vanquished, and in gratitude for this wonderful blessing, the motionless Buddha raised his hand in benediction. The rich man lowered himself to his knees and crossed his arms over his head. Then the silent Buddha left Benares and entered the Himalayan woods. The magnificent teacher continued to instruct his followers as he stood on the beautiful lotus that gleamed with golden radiance. The master told them that practicing the 5 training steps was required to cleanse their mind, and that performing good deeds provided great pleasure. When he finished, the flower vanished. Today, Master taught us that performing good not only benefits others, but also ourselves. The gift of life is to help others. Don't be afraid when you do something beneficial. Don't be afraid when you perform honest deeds. When your intentions are pure, you are doing the right thing. By helping the weak, the needy, the elderly, you are not only helping them, but you are helping yourself to find enlightenment, to have strength and courage. Let us know in the comments what your significant good deeds are, so that we may be enlightened. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Buddha blesses you.